introduce yourself. But today we have witnessed this rocket launch, this NISAR. Can you celebrate?
I'm Vinoy Krishna. I'm a former assistant professor at University of Delhi and presently mentor people for the civil service examination. And space happens to be one of the area that I mentor. It was a real good opportunity for me to have come here and witness the launch, given the fact that NISAR is a historic launch on multiple perspectives. One, of course, is the satellite itself, that it is for the first time the world is getting to witness a remote sensing satellite having two synthetic aperture radars in one, wherein one is in the L band and the other one is S band synthetic aperture radar, which are both long wavelength bands, and hence it requires a lot of instrumentations. It makes it very costly, and we have not witnessed it earlier. So, given the fact that it is nearly $1.5 billion and it's the costliest and the largest in most countries. Like, secondly, you see its utility is immense. From the agriculture, you could go on to study the crop diversity, intensity, and the average, to the moisture content of the soil, to the crop damage, then taking to the climate change, wherein you could also use it for study of the climate changes, the glaciers melting. And another very important aspect of this satellite fields is for the disaster management preparedness. Just today itself, we witnessed very nasty tsunami that was hit. You say Japan or other countries also that they impacted. It will be difficult for it to predict the tsunami like event as such. But given the fact that this satellite has got a very high resolution, even the two radars that will be operating at the same time, it will be able to see the changes which are happening at the millimeter to centimeter levels with respect to the tectonic shifts. And that could possibly help us take the right decisions at the right time. Post disaster preparedness also, for example, the rehabilitation and the atmosphere operations be largely aided by this satellite. And given the fact that this satellite has a good swath coverage, nearly 240 kilometers is the max that it can in one go, it will be able to revisit that place at a much regular interval. And it says that 12 days is what, unlike any other satellite, the closest that we have is the VSAT of India, which covers the entire world in nearly 25 days. So you can imagine this is even less than half of it. So that way, this satellite is going to be extremely important. Good that we have placed it. Another interesting reason I must tell you why this launch should be highlighted. GSLV Mark II has had the tag of naughty boy, but in the initial some of the launches they had the next is actually so with the cryogenic engine. But at times, these things they hang on and create that disturb mind. But I believe that through this launch, given the all important nature that this had, and ISRO had the confidence to pull it off, we have also established that GSLV Mark II is as good a payload carrier as any other launch vehicle in India. There is another dimension to it. You see, with this launch, we have also taken one more long step towards Indo-US space collaboration and overall establishing the fact that since outer space is a common human property, the real benefit of the space technology to the mankind would occur in a collaborative. So this is going to be a good signature message on that perspective. And then there are other satellites also to come up. I believe you must have noted that NASA itself, clarified, in the post-launch session that there is a Bluebird satellite going to come up, which is going to be a massive satellite. Let me tell you, 6 ton. We have not lifted any such satellite, till date. So obviously, our major carrier launch vehicle Mark III will be taking it on. So in a way, we are heading towards a very long-standing collaboration as Bharati Antariksh Station is also going to come up. And maybe as International Space Station gets phased out, you never know, ISRO could become a partner with NASA in developing a common sustained human presence in the outer space. Additionally, I would say that Quad group, which India and US both are member of, they also have a working group on the space. So in a way, I would believe that what is happening in the space would also be seen to be a very good manifestation of the geopolitical evolution we are witnessing on the ground. So in a way, I would say that we have scored on multiple, boxes, and this is a reason for all the Indians to be extremely proud and to be hopeful that India's soft power diplomacy will even be open platform where data that making. Also, it would establish that India's step towards the Vishwa Bandhu to Vishwa Guru would also be expedited because of this. All in all, a wonderful launch to have attended. I'm happy about it.
Thank you, sir. Your name again?
I'm Vinoy Krishna and I'm a former assistant professor in University of Delhi. presently I teach students for this.
Fancy. Good. Not made a way to question you. It was like a flow.